What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Holla at your boy. And we finally got it right. I just had a feeling them Timberwolves were going to show up. And boy, did they ever, in a big way. As you can see right there by the scoreboard, these brothers won by 42 points. So that means that these brothers, the whole time, were capable of getting this done. Now, what makes you ask yourself, where was this the first two games? Or was it a case of OKC just being off? We're going to look into both of that. Believe me, we're going to turn these stones. Because as we look here, we see OKC did score 100 points. And on most nights and on most occasions, it's a fabulous night. But not last night against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Those brothers showed up. The MVP dropped 14 points and only had 6 assists. Very lackluster game, 4 for 13. The brother didn't even shoot that much. Chet Holmgren gives you 10 points. Jalen Williams, who's been going crazy, gives you only 13. I mean, Hartenstein's not really a scorer. Dort doesn't even give you more than 6. I'm just looking down this box score. Everybody on their team scored. But they just couldn't get those big numbers. Now, you got to ask yourself now, did the Minnesota Timberwolves finally figure something out? Or are the Thunder just tired? Or did they just have a stinker? You got to really ask yourself, is this series turned around? Or was it just a bad night? Are these guys going to come back strong, the Thunder? Or is Minnesota going to step on the gas even more and show us that they're ready for this moment? Because as I look at their box score, Anthony Edwards had 30 points. Julius Randle had 24. And that's how this team's going to win. Both of those players need to play well at the same time. And that's what I've been saying. It's been either one or the other going off. They both, at the same time, in the same game, have to have a big game for this team to have a chance in this series. I'm telling you, brothers, that's the only way. And Naz Reid has to be a factor. Nickel Walker has to be a factor. Jaden McDaniels has to be a defensive factor and score as well. But as long as these two brothers can keep this going, and I know Ant could give us 30 any night and every night, but he's going to have to do it. That's what it's going to take. And Julius Randle, he's going to have to give us 24 to 30 points as well. Jaden, we going to need you to keep playing defense the way you've been playing, but we need you to give a little bit more. It worked last night, but we going to need more. And Rudy Gobert was great on defense last night. It's not showing up in the box score, but he made baskets and drives to the baskets very difficult. Rudy Gobert was there for what he was paid for. And it's not to score buckets. It's to disrupt the other team from getting to the rim and getting clean shots. And that's what that brother did. Mike Conley is just there to run the offense. That's it. Nothing more. Now you got 11 from Leonard Williams Miller. I don't even know who that is. You got 7 from Garza. Nas gives you 10, but you really need that brother to give you like 20. DiVincenzo, you got to get 15 out of him, but it was such a team effort. It didn't matter. Walker gave you 12. That's good. Terrence Shannon, they might have found a player now that they can use out of him. So, I mean, every player on their team scored as well. So, well, almost every player. This minute guy didn't score, but everyone else did. So this is probably more like how the series is going to go. I don't know what was going on in the first two games. I don't think that was the real Minnesota team. I think they were conserving energy for the home game. Now they're going to have to win game 4 to make this interesting. I don't know which way I'm going with that yet. I'm leaning towards OKC because I don't think they're going to stink up the joint again. So we're going to have to see how that plays out. OKC will probably win game 4, and then Minnesota wins game 5 to make it 3-2. And then OKC wins in Game 6. That's probably how that's going to go. But as far as tonight, we got the Knicks versus the Pacers. They down 2-0. They go in Indiana. And I think that this game is a make or break game. This game means everything. If the Knicks lose this game, they are not coming back. Guys, I don't care how many Knicks fans are watching. They need to win the game tonight in Indianapolis. It's going to be an uphill battle from the get-go. They can get it. I'm not going to say they can easily do it, but they can do it. This team just has to muster up some possessions, gather some runs up, and get some stops together. They can do it, but it's going to have to be their best. The Knicks are going to have to give their best tonight from everyone. Indy's favored by 3.5. But I'm going to go with the Knicks tonight because this is a must-win game. Tonight is the biggest game of the Knicks season to date and probably their franchise to date. This right here. We're going to find out what the Knicks are made of tonight, just like we found out what the T-Wolves are made of. The T-Wolves, they showed us what they're made of. There's some men ready to ball, and they're not going down without a fight. So are the Knicks going to go down without a fight, or are they going to fight back and get themselves a W, a much-needed one, and keep themselves alive? I think they're going to do it because they got to do it. But who knows, man? The Pacers have been so good. And the Pacers, if they win this game, we're probably looking at the NBA champions, guys. Because this team has already been through the Bostons, getting beat by them. They've been conditioned to be in this moment. Even if they lose tonight, I think this Pacers team is a championship team. And y'all are going to see what I mean. But tonight, I think the Knicks are going to get them because the Pacers are going to be feeling good about themselves. They're at home. Same thing happened with Cleveland. They went up 2-0, right? In the same fashion, and they lost Game 3 at home. No one saw it coming. Neither did they. They had a bad game. They're due for one. They haven't had one in a while for a few weeks, so they're due for a bad game. They can't just be playing well all the time. So I think this is going to be their bad game, and the Knicks going to have a good one, and they're going to finally win. And that's how I got it, guys. The Knicks going to win tonight. Thanks for watching, boys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.